Hello everyone. Making this mod tutorial series called Mcreator for Dummies, and we're just gonna make a little test mod and basically yeah, just teach people how to use Mcreator because when I started there was a bunch of stuff but it didn't go super in depth. So I'd like to go in depth in this tutorial and we're gonna be doing blocks today. So let's name our block white block because white textures are pretty easy, or any solid texture. So, this is your block texture. So this would be the top, the front, the bottom, right, back, left overlay, or the left or overlay. So if you're familiar with math, you've probably seen this before when calculating like how much is in each box. So yeah, and in order to create a texture, you can either go to workspace, resources, and make it there, or click on it and create a texture. So we're gonna be creating a texture. 16 by 16 is fine. Transparency is fine. Or no, let's actually do color. Transparency wocy if you want transparent parts. Template is if you want like a template. So if you want the block to look exactly like this, it just pre-do it for you basically. But we're gonna be doing solid color. So we're gonna be doing white. I'm actually gonna go to no, let's do white. So now we're gonna create, and this is our texture. So now I'm just gonna name it white block texture. So in this new Mcreator update in the 2022.2, which is new at the time of recording, there's a bunch of different categories. So I'm just gonna put it in block because it's a block texture, and you can exit out of this. And then if you put it on the bottom, it'll do it for all of them. So you can just do single texture, and if you put it on the bottom, it'll do it for all of them. Speaking of this, cross model, if you want it to be like grass almost. Crop, if you want it to be a crop, and grass, if you want it to be exactly like grass. So cross would be more like flowers-ish. Rotation, it's like how would you place it, and it rotates. So it's mainly for like logs or things that you want to rotate when you place it a certain direction. So if you look above, it won't place the same direction. It'll place going towards you this time. Kind of like that. And I got text messages, great. Waterloggable, it means it can water go inside of it, whatever. Transparency type, which means so if your block is solid, there'd be no transparency. Transparent without mapping. Glass, which is cut out. Cut out with MIP. Jesus, can't speak, dyslexic, and I can't read, and I can't speak, and anyway, yeah. Throughout this tutorial, though, there are going to be question marks, so you can just click on those if you guys need more dumbed down. Check if this block has transparent parts, so no. We're making it solid because there's no transparent parts. Connected side, so if you'd want a single texture to go all the way across like a wall, but to be singular when it's not across the wall, that's what you would do. If that makes sense. Tin type kind of makes sense. Block base, it's like if you want it to be a wall, it'll be a wall. If you want it to be stairs, it'll be stairs. Item textures, you can like customize what it'll look like in your hands. Block particles, so when you break it, it'll you can have this black, so then when you break it, it's black, but the block's actually white. Bounding boxes. I actually made a tutorial that I would put on screen right now, so just go into my channel and figure that out. I also taught people how to make 3D models too, like blocks and bounding boxes and everything like that. Properties. You can change your in-game name here, so whenever you're like on it, it'll say your block name. Material, I'm gonna have mine as rock, but there's a bunch of different things where you would find it in the creative tab, so I'm just gonna have building blocks. Hardness is how hard it is, how basically how long it takes to break. Resistance is like, I think it's TNT, right? Yeah. So if this is super high, then it'd be like really hard to break with TNT. Slipperiness makes it slippery like ice. Jump factor, it's like bouncy, so like instead of bouncing on slime, imagine you just jump that high. Speed factor, it's like souls, whatever, that this block slows you down. Luminescence, like whatever it's called, emits light. Light opacity, how much light it lets in. Has gravity, like sand can walk through block like grass. Emissive rendering glow, you don't really have to know about this, but it's like it only goes in certain spots. Is replaceable, that's similar to If you place down a block and then there's grass there, it'll replace the grass. Custom drop. Um, Custom drop, and you can just select a bunch of drops. So if I want this white block to drop amethyst, then it will drop amethyst. Change how much it drops. Loot tables for drops, we'll go over that in a different tutorial. It's just like you can have percentages of what drops, kind of like lucky blocks. Creative pick items, so whenever you click down on the center scroll wheel or whatever your pick block button is, it'll pick block it, so we'll be able to destroy it. Might do pickaxe. You know, tier of tool. So 2 is iron, so diamonds would be like you need an iron pickaxe, so dude make it 2. But I'm just gonna keep mine 1. Requires the correct tool for drops. I'm gonna put yes. Is unbreakable. That's similar to bedrock. Sound set. So this is like what sound your block will make when you run, step, and you can also do custom. But I'm just gonna do stone. I'm gonna do metal actually. Advanced properties. So these are more advanced. So this is a dummy tutorial, so I'm not gonna fully go into depth with this stuff. But the only really important things is what color is it on. What color is it on a map? Can plants be on it? Does it act like a ladder where you can climb up it? And is it flammable, or can things burn and can it be consumed by fire? I will make tutorials on block and entity and energy and fluid storage later, but and advanced properties, this is all just very complicated for just starting. Triggers. This is not too complicated, so I can go over the basics of a procedure. But so if the block is right clicked, you want to click the plus and click create new procedure. So when the white block is right clicked, let's just say it spawns a gem. So a gem is going to be an item. So it spawns a gem. It spawns sugarcane when it's right clicked, and it'll drop at XYZ. Okay, simple as that. Generation, you can have it generate at certain places. Good for ores and stuff. So that's pretty much it for blocks. So now we're going to load into Mcreator, and I'd recommend, if you're doing this with me, or doing a mod, being organized. So I want to put it in a block folder, and then make make white block. This might be a lot of folders, but whatever. Just so you keep everything organized. Okay, well now let's hop straight into Mcreator, and I'll show you what we did. Okay, now we're loading into the Mcreator world. Yeah, so it was pretty easy to make a custom block. Unless you want to do custom parameters to it and change stuff in the future, they are pretty easy to make. So now let's go into a creative inventory. You can actually find it in building blocks as we put it in here. Go down to white block, and then whenever we right click it, it'll spawn sugarcane. So yeah, that's our block. As you can see, it's a normal block. Nothing special about it. It's the texture I put on it. So whenever I right click it, it'll do that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, make sure to share this with somebody who doesn't know much about Mcreator, so you can kind of help them. And I will make this a playlist on my YouTube channel. So yeah, hopefully this makes it easier for you guys, and good luck with Mcreator. Peace out.